Hello guys, so I'm back again today with this little sweetie again. So I wanted to come back with her because she will be leaving my nursery within the next couple of days. I will be shipping her off to her new mommy, and her little tushy just fits right in the palm of my hand. She's so tiny and cute, and I'm going to miss this little one. It's like when I'm painting them, as I say, I be bonding with the baby while I'm painting them, which is bad, especially if it's one that I'm not keeping in my own collection. So this little one is Jasmine by Kathy Romero Biscotti, and I was supposed to be keeping her actually when I first got this scope. But then I decided I got two of them. So the first one I decided I would not keep, I would sell. And I was supposed to then keep the next one I'm painting right now. But although I knew I was going to, let her go once she was completed, for some reason, if it's a sculpt that I like, which most of the time I get sculpts that I actually like for myself, I end up kind of falling in love with the baby as I'm painting them. And then especially when they're all done being painted and I'm rooting their hair, and I'm seeing the finished baby all painted, then I really start to bond with them even more because they're all done painting and I'm just like looking at them as I'm rooting their hair, and then I'm holding them as I'm rooting their hair. Usually I will put the baby together and I root them together. So as I was rooting her, she was already assembled and everything. And I just wrap them in plastic while I'm rooting them, the body. But the head, the face, I can still see. I can still hold the baby while I'm rooting it, which is bad because then I end up really like kind of bonding with the baby while I'm working on it. But anyway, she is about to leave in the next couple of days. I'm not sure which day I'm going to the post office, but it will be early in this week. So she will be on her way soon, but I wanted to come and share her again. I styled her hair differently from the last video. I did show her in the last video also, and her hair was like in an afro. I'm trying to put this where it could be behind her head so y'all can actually see her hair, because my shirt is black and her hair is black. So now you can kind of see her hair more. I did clip it some more. This hair, like I said, you can have it in a little curly afro, how I had it the other night in the video, or you can spray it, brush it. As you can see, it's wavy. You can just have it all slicked down. And I kind of prefer it like this. I feel like she looks more preemie-ish, newbornish with her hair down, and less hair than fluffy and curly how I had it the other night. She kind of looks smaller like this. So, or more of her age, put it that way, not smaller, more of a newborn preemie age with less hair. I prefer that look. So as I was saying, she's the Jasmine sculpt. This baby also comes in a full body silicone. This one is the partial silicone, or some people say cuddle baby with hands and feet. So she has the silicone head as you're looking at. And then she also has, which I usually keep hand mitts on them for safety and protection. She has the silicone hands, and I'm gonna undress her probably too in this video, and she has silicone feet under there. She is a preemie size baby, but I like this size preemie because she's not teeny tiny. She's not 11 or 12 inches or 10 inches, which I do like those sizes sometimes too, depending on what I'm in the mood for. But I like this size preemie the most, I would say, because they can fit clothes off the rack at the store. Like this sleeper she's wearing is a Carter's preemie and she can fit it. So I prefer this size preemie because of that. You can just go to the store and shop for them and buy their clothes right off the rack. You don't have to get clothes specially made for this size. And I believe she is 15 to 16 inches, this baby. So I kind of prefer this size preemie. I think is perfect because you don't have to be going all out of your way looking for clothes for them. So she is, some people, like I said, would call a partial silicone, but there is also a full body Jasmine, and the website is siliconestudio.com. So that is where I purchased her from. And as I said, I painted and rooted her. This is the back of her. And she's so sweet to hold and everything. Like, I really like her. So I'm going to put her down before we undress her. We'll go back to Jasmine in a minute. I am going to show, what am I going to show next? Okay, I'll show this little one, which is shiny. She has something in her mouth because I'm currently still painting her. But you see how different they look when they're not matted. Like, look how shiny. But this is also Jasmine, same sculpt. And this is the one I'm currently working on. And this one was supposed to be mine, as I said. So this will be Jasmine number 2 for me. And she also has hands and feet. I didn't bring the hands and feet in here. I'm not sure what her skin tone is going to be. That's the funniest thing with me when I'm painting. I could say, oh, I'm going to do such and such skin tone, or I'm going to make it lighter or darker or whatever. But really, I decide what I'm going to do as I'm painting the baby and what I'm seeing and what I like when I get to it. I know when I get to it, and also when I see like that baby looks like is alive, it's there. Like I don't know it until I see it. So looking at her right now, she's not there yet. So I guess I'm going to keep going a little more on her, but she'll be the next baby that possibly is going to be for sale when I'm done with her. As I said, she's supposed to be mine. But when you're painting the dolls and also painting and selling the dolls, for me, it determines who sells, and then that will determine who I'm going to end up keeping, if that makes any sense. I'll explain further as I go along. But this is the next baby I'll be finishing up. Jasmine, like I said, she's also Jasmine by Kathy Romero Biscotti with hands and feet. She has a cuddle body. I use the Reggie Ann's cuddle bodies, the weighted ones. That's what I've been buying so far, but I've been seeing other cuddle bodies that I kind of like too. So I don't know, I might try something else. But for this little one, she already has a body, and it's by Reggie Ann's cuddle body. Like I said, this baby is preemie size. The reason I'm showing this one will probably be done in the next week to 2 weeks. It depends on how diligently I work on her, because I'm also painting vinyl reborns right now too. So I kind of hop around from one thing to the other. So it depends. If I really, really work on her, she could be finished being painted within the week. And then I'll root her hair within that next week. So that's why I say a week to 2 weeks, this baby could be done. But what was I going to say? When I paint a baby to sell, like right now, I have the last baby I showed in the last previous video, like 2 days before I'm doing this video. If you go to my channel homepage, you'll see all of my videos. So the Gianna George is one that I have up for sale, which is a cuddle baby with just the silicone head. Then, but it hasn't sold yet. Let me say that part. I thought it was going to sell yesterday, but the deal fell through once again. Okay. Then this baby, I also thought I had sold like 2 weeks ago, but that deal also fell through. This is the Billy Sculpt by Kathy Romero Biscotti, also painted and hair rooted by me. Her hair is kind of matted because she's been laying on it, but she also has the same hair, dark curly hair. It can also be smoothed down, sprayed, and be wavy if you want it to lay down flat. And she is a full body silicone baby girl. So this baby was my baby in my own personal collection, but then I decided to sell her since I'm selling dolls right now and wanting to buy other dolls to paint. So that's why I decided to sell this little one. And what I was going to say, when I'm painting dolls and then trying to keep dolls, I can't keep them all. So what determines what I've decided as I'm on this new journey now in my hobby of also painting, selling, and just doing a little bit of everything, collecting, like I'm doing a little bit of everything. So this is her body. As you can see, she's a full body silicone. She's a newborn size baby, so she fits newborn size clothes. What's going to determine who ends up staying in my nursery is who sells. Because this baby's up for sale as well, but she hasn't sold. She's still here. Ironically, the first baby I showed, the Jasmine that's completed, that's about to go home, she sold very fast. She sold before I even finished painting her. She had a mommy, honestly. It was a very interested customer, and she told me she really wanted the baby like before I even started painting it, and she was actually serious. So by the time when I finished her, she grabbed her. She was ready. So the first Jasmine had a mommy, right away, immediately. So I knew I wasn't going to keep that first one for sure because her mommy like basically claimed her immediately. Okay. Then I had the Gianna up for sale, the Cuddle Baby silicone. I decided to sell that one. It hasn't sold yet, so it's still here. That's why I changed that baby the other night, because it's still here. I figure I might as well just enjoy him or her while she's here, or he's here, because he's still here. Then I put this baby up for sale also because the Gianna didn't sell. As I said, okay, I'm going to let go of this baby. It hasn't sold. It's still here. So basically, now I'm almost finishing up the next Jasmine. It's like, depending on who sells first, then that will determine who I end up keeping. If the next Jasmine also sells, then that's not my baby. It won't be my Jasmine. I'll just let it go if it sells. And that's all depending on between now and when I complete it in the next week or two, the Jasmine. Say if one of the other babies sell, like this one or the Gianna, then I may keep the Jasmine that I'm about to finish painting. So it flips and flops when you're painting and selling. It all depends on, for me anyway, how I decided I'm going to do it. Whoever I end up keeping for myself will be determined by who sells and how quickly they sell. So if the other Jasmine sell, then maybe I won't sell this baby. I'll keep it. I don't know. Or maybe I'll still have this one up for sale and I'll still sell the Gianna George sculpt. So it can just twist and turn depending on who sells first. So I don't even know like which baby am I going to end up keeping. I have no idea. I kind of would love to keep this little one because I really do love this baby. But because I want more babies to paint, more blank sculpts, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll let her go and I'll get, one or two more blank sculpts if she sells or whenever she sells. So that's what I wanted to share because I know people probably, other collectors are probably that don't really sell their dolls or that don't paint to sell, probably like, what is going on? Like, which baby is she keeping? Like, she said that one was hers, now it is for sale. Like, what is going on? So it's tricky when you, and I'm learning this as I'm painting more and selling more, it gets tricky. Because when you're painting to sell, you don't know how fast a baby's gonna sell, or who's gonna sell first, or you know which baby the customers are gonna be more likely to buy first. So then, if somebody wants the next Jasmine, then I'll just sell her. I won't keep her. And the thing about it, when you paint, you tend to let go of babies easier, and that may not be good, but because you feel like I can just get another blank and paint the next one and I'll just sell this one. So your collection is constantly flipping and flopping and changing up when you paint for yourself, as I'm learning as I go, because I can paint them myself. So now I don't have to hold on to every doll I get. I'll just get another one. And that's kind of bad, but that's the truth. Okay, so the next thing, oh, if any of the dolls that I showed, like little Billy back here that I just showed you guys, the full body silicone back here, if you are interested in any of the dolls that I show and you want to know the price or any information about them, if they're for sale, you can message me on my Instagram, which is always underneath the videos in the description. Every time I wear black on my videos or dark colors, I have so much lint on it from the baby blankets and stuff. But you can message me on Instagram. The link is always under my videos in the description. You just click it and it'll take you over to my Instagram. You can request to message me there if you're not already following me there, and I will accept your message. And also on my Facebook Messenger, you can message me on Facebook and I will answer your message there. You can request to send me a message there and I will accept your message if you're not already friends on Facebook. You can also send me a friend request and I will accept your friend request. Or to follow me on Instagram, you can just follow me. My Instagram is public, so anybody can follow me on Instagram. So all of that will be under the video in the description. Sometimes the description doesn't show everything. You have to click it where it says more for the rest of it to drop down so you can see all the information. So those are the ways you can contact me if you're interested in any of the babies I've shown. Now, the next baby that I'm going to be painting after Jasmine is also what I wanted to show in this video. And this baby, I've already opened it. Also from Silicone Studio, if you can see that. But I got this one from another collector who had this one, and she was gonna have it painted, but she changed her mind. So I got this one from another collector, not directly from Silicone Studio. So this little one I will be painting next. She is a bigger baby. I believe this one, I have to check, but I don't know if she's newborn size or 0 to 3 month size. Looking at the size of her head, yeah, I think she's a 0 to 3 month size because her head is bigger than the newborn size baby I was just holding, the Billy. This head is bigger. And I have to look up more on this sculpt as far as her inches, measurements, and all of that stuff because I never looked up this baby on the website. And like I said, I got this one from another collector. So this is the Sky. And I also have to open her mouth. Also, I'm opening the Jasmine's mouths, as you've seen the one I showed where she has something in her mouth, because I opened it. So while I'm painting it, I don't want it to stick together. So that's why she has something in her mouth. So now I'm going to have to open this one's mouth as well. And this is her COA. She's Sky, as I said, by Kathy Romero Biscotti as well, of Silicone Studio #2.com. So she will be available when I'm finished her. I'm pretty sure this one is going to be for sale because I didn't get her to keep her at all. She is mainly for me to sell. Just put her head down for a minute so I could see her feet because I didn't really open up everything. I didn't take the plastic off. And this sculpt just came in. I just got this in the mail on Friday. So these are the feet. Yeah, well, I don't know. Her feet, they look newborn size. They look like the same feet that Billy has. It looks like the same little feet to me. So she could be a newborn size baby. I don't know. I have to see when I look up her information. I have to go on there and look it up to see what size baby this baby makes. So she also will have hands and feet, as I said. She will come on the Reggie Ann's body, the weighted body also. These are the hands. And they look the same size as Billy's hands, or are they bigger? I don't know. They could be bigger. She could be newborn size or she could be 0 to 3. I'm not sure. I have to check. I should have checked that before I did the video, but I didn't. And then this is how she nicely sent me the weighted body, which is so nice because she sent it with a little ribbon and a blanket and everything. So that was really nice. And I also have Happy Mail, but I'm not going to share that in this video because then the video is going to be too long. This is how they usually come directly from Reggie Ann. So I'm thinking she's the person I got the blank from sent the blanket. I don't think that came from Reggie Ann or Reggie's Dolls she's on Etsy. What did I drop? Oh, she also sent a headband and it dropped. But these are this is how the bodies look. They look so weird when they're not together, but this is the weighted body. And I don't know, for some reason, I cannot tell, is this a newborn body or a 0 to 3 months body when it's not all together? I can't really tell. But by the time I start painting her and I share her when she's done, I will find out what size baby this is going to make. I feel like this looks so weird. But I feel like this is more of a 3-month size baby. This baby looks rather big and the head is big. But that's the next baby I will be working on and it will be available when I'm done. I would say this one, look for it, say, in about a month from now. 3 weeks to a month from now. And this is like a biracial tan body. So that's who will be next. And that, like I said, that is from Reggie's Dolls. And she is on Etsy. That's where that body is from. If anybody's looking for the weighted bodies. And she sells them without weight also, if you want it without weight. So that is that. Now, what am I doing? I'm going to turn the camera where I put little Jasmine over here. Still have other babies on the bed. And I think you guys can see Jasmine. Let's see. That looks pretty good. So now what I wanted to do before I end the video, this is hers. And it has a little rattle. It says Mommy's Cutie on there. And this I was using for her, but when I send home preemie size babies, I don't really send them with this passy. It's that firm pacifier that I love because it goes in their mouth so easy. The nipple is completely firm silicone. These I get from Nikita Brown on Etsy. And I can't remember if that's what her Etsy store is called, but her name is Nikita Brown. And she sells preemie clothes, preemie pacifiers, and all of that. But you can see that nipple, that baby, this baby can take this size nipple because I did open her mouth. This is the COA that she came with. Is a little small card. It's like almost like a credit card. And that is Jasmine COA. The mittens I had on her, I like these. If you see these from Carter's, they're the small short mittens. They look so short, but they're perfect for preemie size babies' hands. They fit really well, but she won't come with these. I just had them on her to protect her hands while she's here. Like I said, she's wearing a Carter's preemie sleeper. So you can buy her clothes right off the rack. And I wanted to show how her body looks with the hands and feet when you assemble her. And she has the jointed little bends in her elbows, so you can kind of position her hands or bend her arms. You can take some of this stuffing out. I took some of it out. But I'll let her mommy decide if she wants to make her even smaller because she is still kind of stuffed in her chest. Some people might like them stuff like this because then they fill out their clothes more. Or you may want her more posable and floppier. And so you may want to take some of that stuffing out of the chest area. So this is how she looks, her little feet and everything. Without clothes, and I'm going to change her diaper since she'll be going home. I want to put her in a fresh diaper. So when I sell the preemie size babies, especially, I do not have a ton of preemie size clothing, especially sleepers, so they won't come home with a lot of sleepers. Like, I'm gonna send her home in a sleeper, and I think I have one other sleeper she'll come with and some onesies, but I don't have like a whole ton of preemie size clothes. I'm gonna put another preemie Huggies on her. I prefer her in the preemie Huggies. It like gives her more of a tushy. And this is the back of the Huggies. I didn't even realize this picture was on the back of these. It's so cute with Pooh and Tigger on the back. So these are just the regular Huggies preemie diapers, and she fits them. So I do like that also, that she can fit regular preemie size diapers. So you don't have to try and get, you know, any special type of diapers or anything. So, when I send the preemie size babies home, they will come with onesies, diapers. Like, these are her little diapers. I picked all Huggies because, like I said, they kind of make her, you know, fill out her clothing. She'll come with a brush. I try to send them home with one of these brushes for their hair. That's with all of the babies, though, not just the preemies. They all get diapers, a brush. If they come with a COA, they come home with their COA. I try to usually send them with some type of lovey. The ones that I had for my nursery, the lady that was making them for me got sick, so she's not making them anymore. The last I checked, she was on Etsy, so I'm going to have to look for someone else to make the loveys for me with my nursery name on it. So then the clothes, this is some of her little clothes. Some onesies, as I said, a white one. It has the long sleeves. I might put that one on her. Then she has a pink and white one with a cloud on it, and it's pink and white stripes. It has long sleeves with the built-in hand mitts on that one. And then she also has a sleeper, another sleeper in here. And that's the little feet of that one with the koala bears on it. So those are her little outfits. I'm going to put this little onesie on her. And I showed you her little diapers, her brush, her lovey. She'll come with a blanket also. I always send my babies home with a blanket. What else? And I will include a pacifier with her. It just won't be a preemie pacifier, because those are expensive. I don't care what kind of preemie passy it is. They seem to be expensive. So I don't really send the preemie babies home with pacifiers that are preemie passies. But what I'll do is send her home with a pacifier that I will modify to fit in her mouth. And I will send her with also a pacifier. But the mommy will have to get, if she wants like a specific preemie passy, she would have to get her a preemie passy. So that is most of the information I wanted to share in this video. Who's going home and who I'm painting right now, who may be available in another week to 2 weeks, which is another baby just like this one. The Jasmine, I did have quite a bit of people who inquired about this baby. They were interested. So that's why I said possibly I'll just sell the next Jasmine when I'm done. And that's difficult for me to say because really the next Jasmine, like I said, she was supposed to be for my own collection. And I really like this baby. As I finished this one, I knew I was going to like this sculpt and the size of the baby because I want to have, you know, more preemie size babies in my collection. And as I was finishing her, and then when I dressed her for the first time, I was like looking forward to finishing the next one for myself. But I probably will let the next one go if anybody really wants her when I'm done and they're ready to buy her. I will just let the next one go and I will get me another, you know, another one to paint for myself. And I love her little cute hands and feet. So I'm going to just put her back on her sleeper. And this has little cats on it, if you could see it. And I've had this sleeper for so long, but it's brand new. Child of mine, preemie this one is. And ironically, this lovey matches the sleeper. Like, I didn't even realize that until I took this lovey out today because it's a little pink cat, just like on the sleeper. So that's perfect. So she'll take that little cat lovey home with her. And that is pretty much it. That's what I've been up to. Painting, painting, painting. And rooting, rooting, rooting. I also still have my Leo by Cassie Brace, which is on my bed back there. And I'm painting another one of that baby as well right now. But I'm about to start rooting the one that's already painted. So for now, that one is not up for sale while I'm rooting it. Once I finish rooting it and take pictures, I will come back on with that baby and show it once it's all done being rooted. And possibly I'll put it back up for sale. But I wanted to root it because it hasn't sold yet. And I know right now it's hard to sell dolls, period. It's slow with doll selling. And what I've known and noticed is that when the babies don't have hair, even though I sell them cheaper when they don't have hair, it's just harder to sell them when they don't have hair. So I figured, okay, I'll root the, you know, the Leo that I have. And maybe then someone will want to buy it because it's already rooted. They can actually see it rooted. Even though I said if someone wanted to buy that baby and I would root it if they wanted me to root it, it still hasn't sold. So I think what sometimes it helps is when the new mommy can actually see the baby all, you know, completed with hair already, so they can really see how the baby looks. And the reason I put that onesie under this sleeper is because the neck part of this sleeper is kind of wide. So then you can see the cloth body under there. So I figured it would look nicer. If you see it, you will see the onesie under there, not the actual cloth body. So that is little Jasmine getting ready to go home. And she fits this little headband, because that's the thing with the preemie babies, they little heads are smaller, so you kind of need a smaller little headband for them. So that is all, guys, for my little Sunday video. I will share my happy mail when I come back on to do my next video, whatever day that I come back on. And I really don't want to wet her hair right now, because this hair will bleed the dye and I didn't wash it. So it probably needs to be rinsed, so that way the dye won't bleed so much when you do spray it. So for her new mommy, be careful when you spray her hair. I usually put something under their head when the hair is wet, so that it won't mess up your blankets and stuff, because it definitely bleeds that black dye out of it. But anyway, that is all for this video. Little Miss Jasmine will be on her way soon. I really love how she came out. I love her hair and her skin tone and her size. So I hope her mommy loves her. I enjoyed making her, and I'm going to miss her when she's gone. And then the next one, like I said, she probably will be up for sale as well. So I need to get me another Jasmine. They look so different when it's like not finished, not matted, and then when you're all done with them. It's just amazing how different they look. But anyway, guys, that's all for this video. We will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Take care.